Hi guys, today I'm going to show you a look using the ID Bare Minerals Foundation, the Mineral Veil and Warmth. I'm also going to be using my Bare Minerals Handy Buki brush and my Bare Minerals, it's a double-headed brush. On one end it's got sort of a powder brush and on the other end it's got a concealer tip. So if you'd like to see how to do this mineral foundation, then keep watching. Okay, so I've got a little Spackle by Geller. It's a face primer, and I just take it between my fingers. I'm going to put it all over my face, dab it on, and then you just kind of pat it in. Make sure that you smooth it in all over. Okay, a little bit on your neck too. And this face primer really helps your foundation and your face makeup to stay on all day long. It's really great product. Okay, and next I'm going to take ID Bare Minerals. It's called Well Rested. And it's a product that you put underneath your eyes to kind of brighten up a little bit. And it's got sort of a yellowish, beigeish tone to it. So it kind of cancels out any dark circles that are underneath your eyes. So I just take a little in here in the lid. And I take my Bare Essentials brush. You take the tip that has the concealer brush on the end, just dab it in there. Okay, kind of get it in the brush. And then you just kind of dab underneath your eyes. You don't want to get too close to your actual eye, just sort of where the darkness is underneath your eyes. And you want to smooth that out pretty well. And before I did this, I put under eye moisturizer on as well, and I let that sink in for a few minutes. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing to the next eye. Okay, next thing, I'm going to take my ID Bare Minerals foundation, and I'm very pale, so I use the Fair. It's got SPF 15 in it, so it helps protect you from the sun during the day. I take a little bit of that and I put it in my dish. Put it in the lid, and I'm going to take my Handy Buki brush from Bare Essentials. Really nice brush, it gives you more full coverage. You're going to swirl that in there and get all that product up in the bristles. Okay, just swirl that all in, and then at the end you're going to just kind of tap the excess off. Okay, and once you've done that, you're going to swirl it all around your face. I like to start in the middle and then work my way out. Get under the eyes pretty good, so that you smooth out that well rested and make sure that it blends all together very nicely. And you want to get your chin also and your neck so that you don't have a line of nice looking skin compared to a different skin tone down here. So you just want to make sure that you get that in all over. Just buff that in until it looks nice. I tend to have a lot of redness around my nose, so I like to concentrate around that area. And I've also got some discoloration along my upper lip line and, you know, some old zit scars. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the product that's left over in that lid, and I'm going to go back with my concealer brush. Just going to dab that in that product, get it in the brush, and I'm going to go over any spots that I need to make lighter and to make blend in with the rest of my skin. So I'm going to just go touch it on my discoloration, anywhere I have redness or any spots that I need to cover up. Okay, I'm going to get a little more. If you need more product, just go back to the dish, put more in your brush, and then dab where you need to. I'm going to go back in with my Buki brush, kind of take whatever product is left over, and I'm just going to smooth that out again over my face so that everything is blended nicely. It's a really soft brush. It feels very nice on your skin. Okay, next I'm going to take the ID Bare Minerals Warmth. And they say this is not a bronzer, but I use it like a bronzer, and sometimes I also use it like a blush. You need a very small amount of this stuff. It's very pigmented. So basically I just take whatever is on the lid because some product sticks to that. And I take the other end of my concealer brush, my two-headed brush, and I use that. Just dab a little bit of product in there. You don't even want to take everything that's in the lid because that would be too much. You want to tap that off. Okay, and then I want to use this kind of like a blush and a bronzer. So I want to take it in over my cheek on both sides very lightly. And then I like to go up on the temple like a bronzer. Okay, most people don't like to take their blush in further from about this point. They like to stop here. But with this particular product, it's not colored like a rosy blush or anything like that. It's more like a deep skin tone. So it just gives you kind of a nice deeper color wherever you put it. So I like to take that product and I like to bring it in towards my nose a little bit. I have a very full face. And so I like to put it right about here so that it kind of makes that look not as full. It makes it not stand out as much. And it also gives me a nice color as if I'm tanned. So just a little bit there. Okay, and then I also like to take it around my hairline. Right under my lip. Anywhere that you don't want to stand out, anywhere that you want it to be less noticeable, you're going to put just a touch of this. I put it also just on the tip of my nose, on the bridge, so that it looks like nice color. And then I also take this color and I use it as a contour. So I like to put it around my jawline. It kind of helps to not accentuate that area quite as much. So I just put that very lightly around my jawline. Okay, if you need more color, you can always go back in and add more. It's more difficult to take it off than it is to go in and add more. So start with a very small amount. Okay, then I'm going to take the ID Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and this is just like a silica powder. It gives you a soft focus look whenever you put it on top of your foundation. This has a little bit of sparkle in it. You can also buy it without the sparkle, which I'm going to do next time. I don't really like the sparkle. I'm going to put a little bit in that dish, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to use the same brush that I used the warmth with. It's got just a touch of color left over on it, so wherever you mix this and you put it over your skin, it's just going to leave a nice, barely audible or barely noticeable touch of color. Tap that off. Again, I like to start in the middle and work my way out. And this is just going to leave a touch of color and a nice softness to your face. This mineral veil helps to work as an oil absorber as well. So if you're oily on your T-zone throughout the day, then feel free to add as much as you want. It's not going to look cakey. It's just going to absorb the facial oil, and it's going to give you a nice soft focus look. Okay, and that's it for my foundation. Here's what it looks like more close up. So a little touch of color on my cheeks, little sun-kissed look around. It's got a nice soft focus look.